Hey everyone, today we meet Ethan, a terrifyingly smart kid. With just one late night of cramming, he could nail any test with an A. But that very intelligence was his biggest curse: procrastination. He always told himself, I have plenty of time, I'll just do it later.
Ethan had a massive dream, winning the state science fair to get a scholarship to MIT, but his entry form just sat there on his desk. His grandma Eleanor, who gave him that old telescope and shared his love for the stars, was the only one who truly believed in his potential. She always said, "You can reach the stars, Ethan, but you have to strap yourself to the rocket first." He promised her he would use that telescope to find something new for his science project. This summer, Grandma Eleanor got very sick. The submission deadline was only 7 days away. Ethan knew she was waiting for him to fulfill that one final promise. Will love be strong enough to beat the laziness that defined him? You'll have to keep listening to find out. This is the pain every procrastinator knows, the guilt of wasting precious time. Ethan was exhausted, not from working, but from the inner battle. He knew he was letting his grandma down, but an invisible force kept him glued to distraction. It came down to the final night. Ethan finally started the work, pulling an all-nighter, frantically battling the project. Just as he was close to finishing, a random thought struck him. He remembered the story of Victor Hugo, the great writer of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, who was also a chronic procrastinator. To beat his deadline, Hugo did something crazy. He gave away all his clothes and bought only a massive gray shawl. He locked himself in his room, unable to go outside out of shame, forcing himself to write. Hugo needed external pressure and a funny sacrifice. Ethan, he just needed to turn off his phone. But he didn't. Ethan finished the project at 12:05 a.m., just 4 minutes late. Laziness wasn't about not doing the work. It was about choosing to do it at the wrong time. Worse, that very morning, Grandma Eleanor passed away. Ethan had lost both his huge dream and his loved one. He realized his procrastination had stolen his last chance to prove his love and honor his promise. How could a boy possibly live with the crushing weight of that regret? Stay with us to hear his path to redemption. Ethan never forgot that searing pain. He understood that laziness wasn't a personality trait, but a choice not to act, driven by the fear of failure or the fear of difficulty. He couldn't get the time back for his grandma, but he could respect his own time from now on. He decided his goal wasn't just MIT, but finishing everything before the deadline. Ethan adopted the 5-minute rule. When feeling overwhelmed, he forced himself to work for just 5 minutes. Most of the time, 5 minutes turned into 50. He treated every deadline as a promise to his grandma, and a lesson learned about the cost of being lazy. 2 years later, Ethan submitted his application to the MIT program with an even more innovative project. This time, he didn't just meet the deadline. He submitted it 3 weeks early. Will his discipline journey finally bring him the success he deserves? Ethan not only got accepted to MIT, but a professor praised him specifically for his professionalism and time management ability, a compliment the old, lazy Ethan would never have earned. Ethan proved that you can be the smartest person in the room, but when the pain of loss becomes your motivation and you embrace discipline as a form of respect for time, no goal is out of reach. Laziness isn't the enemy. It's a warning sign for your lack of motivation and discipline. Remember Ethan's story. Regret is a heavy burden. Don't let it become your life's baggage. Don't wait for a tragedy to finally motivate you. Start today. If this story touched your heart and helped you realize it's time to stand up and beat the procrastination monster inside you, hit like and share right now. And don't forget to subscribe to Tiny Power Tales for more deeply inspiring stories that can help you change your life every single week.